This is the real hustle high stakes. In this series, Jess, Alex and Paul pull off some of their most daring scams yet to land themselves a colossal payout. On tonight's show, this couple see their hard-earned cash sail away into the distance.
How can it be fake?
Will JK and Joel end up with egg on their faces in this week's Celebrity Con Game? And this unfortunate guy learns that beauty's only skin deep.
I thought, do a pretty girl a favour, and then she took my f***ing car.
In this series, the hustlers risk all to expose to our hidden cameras the big money scams that cheat the public out of millions of pounds each year. All the people on this show have been hustled for real, and after being given their money back, they agreed that the footage could be shown so you can avoid being ripped off by the same scams.
I run a business of import and export in Sierra Leone. I'm looking to move 500k, which would leave you with 100k. I've got to go to Paris in about an hour.
Passports. Wow.
So I have here a cheque for £500,000.
How does that sound to you?
I'm very happy with it.
I feel comfortable with it.
Cheers, very nice to meet you both. Pleasure.
Set right in the heart of London, St Catherine's Dock is where the well-heeled moor their yachts. Jess and Alex are at the dock, posing as professional boat cleaners on a job.
Oh, hi there. It's TRH Cleaning Services. We're here to pick up the keys for Jess James, I think it is.
The owner of the boat they're supposed to be cleaning is away on business, so they're collecting the keys from the harbour master's assistant.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
She also tells them the code to get through the security gate.
That was easy.
Once on board, they let themselves into the cabin and start rigging their hidden cameras.
Okay.
They then set about transforming themselves into high-flying businessman Ian Steele and his hot girlfriend, Susie. That disguise is vital, as Jess has more than one role to play in this scam.
Yeah, that's good. Hi.
Through a mutual friend, the hustlers have been put in contact with a couple keen on making some easy money. Alex invited them to a meeting on his boat to offer them a high-return, no-risk opportunity. The couple are due shortly, so Alex arranges his swanky new boardroom. Bang on cue, they use the code that Alex texted them to get through the gate.
Cool. Yeah, that's no problem. Well, look, if they need to sell, then... Oh, listen, my guests have just arrived. Okay, bye. Hi. Hey there. Sandra. Nice to meet you. I'm Ian. Hi, how are you?
Hello, how are
you?
you?
Will come on board. Thanks for coming down here. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. Susie?
Yeah?
Bring some drinks out. Did you find it all right?
Yes.
Yeah?
Working around the way.
I know people sort of always end up walking around and we're not always parked at the same place. We spend most of our time now travelling. I've got to go to Paris in about an hour. We're going to get on the Eurostar and go there. So when we're in London, we're on the boat, which is quite fun.
Yeah, it's very nice.
With his boat, his glamorous girlfriend, and a meeting later in Paris, Alex has all the trappings of a self-made millionaire.
I go sit on the front and say,
All right. Like a little tipper, wouldn't you?
Sorry.
You know, my motto is never do business without a glass of something. It's just ridiculous if you don't. Now, you do some web design, I hear.
I'm a computer programmer, yeah.
And yourself?
IT trainer.
Fantastic. Cheers. Cheers. Very nice to meet you both. Pleasure.
Introductions now aside, Alex explains the deal on offer.
I run a business of import and export in Sierra Leone, and it's a great place to do business at the moment. But if you want to take money out of the country, anything above 100k, you pay 50%. Now I try and invest, you know, my conscience is clean, I'm doing as much as I can for these guys, and you know, I love doing business there. But every now and then I will take out a large sum of money, but I don't want to pay 50% tax on it. So I employ somebody to work for me, and I pay them a fee. You know, as far as the paperwork for Sierra Leone is concerned, I could be just hiring you to advise me what colour to paint my boardroom. They don't care, as long as I'm employing you for some reason.
So under the scheme, everyone's a winner. The Marks could earn a consultancy fee for doing nothing, and Alex could avoid a hefty 50% rate for taking his money out of the country. But how would it work?
I would do a large transfer of money into your account. After 6 months, you pay 80% of that back to me in my UK account, and you keep 20% as your fee. It's as simple as that. I'm looking to move 500k, which would leave you with 100k.
£100,000. Not bad for a fictitious 6-month contract.
Something else that I would tell you is that their legal fees, I take my legal fees, you guys do your legal fees, that's up to you. I don't get involved in that. I don't know, there might be a few £1,000s.
A few £1,000s is small beer when you stand to make 100.
What I have done is I have my lawyer who's moved offices recently. I've taken the liberty, I think it's 4:30, I'm going to double check, but I think it's 4:30. I've booked an appointment in case you were interested, only because I have to go to Paris. How does that sound to you? And what's...
I'm very happy with it.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And obviously, if we're going to see a lawyer and we get
Absolutely.
the legal side of it dealt with correctly, then I don't see any problems with it.
Yeah.
So it has more credibility than if it comes from
Yeah.
email or something like that, obviously.
I know, when you get these things from emails, you just go, scam, no, scam, scam, delete. And so you should.
Yeah.
Let me give you the...
Alex gets his lawyer's details.
Susie, how are we doing for time?
about 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. This is their new address. AP&J Associates. He can be a typical lawyer, he's a little bit dour, but don't let that put you off. I think he'll probably want to give me a call whilst you guys are there, and by that time I will be in Paris. So if there's anything else that you need to ask me, please don't be afraid. Yeah.
I'll have a few questions, but
All right. Well, listen, I'm sorry it's had to be so brief, but hey, at least we had a little bit of champagne.
So far, so good. The Marks seem to have swallowed Alex's story, but the hard part of the scam is yet to come.
Thank you again for coming down.
Thank you
It's a
very
pleasure to
much.
meet you both. Take care.
Bye-bye.
The Marks leave believing they stand to make a cool £100,000.
God, I love doing business. Or a boat. That's not mine.
The reality is that they've just got themselves caught up in an elaborate con that could cost them thousands. Jess is stood on this street corner looking to make some easy money. She's staking out this pub at the other end of the street. This is the unfair exchange. Jess waits patiently for a mark. The owner of this red car could fit the bill. joins his mate outside the pub and unwittingly makes himself the target of this scam. Little do these boys know that their day is about to take a turn for the worse, as Jess decides it's time to gate crash their drinks.
Excuse me. Hi, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt your conversation. I'm just wondering if one of you could just do me a really big favour. I'm going to France tonight. I need to be on Eurostar in less than an hour, and I've just been around to exchange some money, and I can't exchange more than £8,000. Otherwise, I've got to fill in a massive tax form. I don't have any time. I'm just wondering if one of you wouldn't mind quickly nipping around and exchanging the rest of my money for me. I'll buy you both a drink for it.
So Jess has told the boys that she's already exchanged 8,000 into euros. To avoid filling in a lengthy tax form, she needs someone to exchange the rest of her money.
If that's okay, is that be okay with you? Thank you so much. My mum's over there, and I've not been yet. She's just bought a place, so I'm going over to. That's why I'm taking so much money with me. So just got it in here.
She gets out the rest of her cash.
I've got 7,000 in there. So could you take this and put it in your pocket or something?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's made his eyes light up. He's never seen 7,000 in cash before.
Thank you so much for it. I know it seems really dodgy, but I'm in such a rush and I'm just panicking. Are you both going to go, or? Thank you so much. It needs to go in a bag or something, or could you put it in your pocket? There's 7,000 there.
You don't want to be flashing that sort of money around, so Jess makes him put it straight in his pocket.
Could you leave me something just to make sure that you come back and don't go running with my money? Have you got like some car keys or a phone or something?
Car keys?
Yeah, just anything just to make sure that you don't go running off with all my money.
This is the crucial part of the scam. Will he hand them over?
You've got £7,000, thank you very much.
Nice one. It seems a fair swap to the boys, but of course it isn't.
Thank you so much for doing this, thank you.
With the boys out of sight, Jess heads straight across the street and puts his keys to use. She's just helped herself to a nice little runaround.
Sorry! I'm in a rush.
Pedestrians, beware. There's a hustler trying to make a fast getaway. Blissfully unaware that Jess has made off with his car, the Mark and his mate arrive at the money exchange with Jess's £7,000.
Can I change some money into euros, please?
Euros?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
£80. Sure. 30 euros. How are you today? All right?
Alright, yeah.
Oh. What's this?
Jess's wad of cash is in fact a bundle of newspaper. The only real notes are the ones on the top and bottom. That's £40, not 7,000.
Only $2. You want £40 for the euros?
For some reason, the Mark finds this funny. He won't be laughing for much longer. So what's just happened? Jess showed them a genuine £7,000 bundle of cash. She then returned it to her handbag and switched it for the identical looking bundle of fake notes.
Could you put it in your pocket?
As the Mark put it straight into his pocket, he stood no chance of spotting the switch.
Take care, all right?
The pennies just dropped, and the Mark sprints back to the pub. He looks around for his car, but there's just an empty space where it was once parked.
We didn't happen to see a woman with black hair.
They didn't. Jess is long gone, and so is his car.
Thought do a pretty girl a favour, and then she took my f***ing car.
This is another one of those classic scams where the victim believes they're doing the con man a favour. They're only too happy to hand their keys over because they've just been handed a large wad of cash. Now, that's of course where everything starts going horribly wrong.
So it should be obvious by now that you should never hand over anything of value, no matter what the circumstances, to a complete stranger.
How are you, Alex?
Money won is twice as sweet as money earned.
How on earth are you going to do that?
And money won off a celebrity is even sweeter. Welcome to the Celebrity Con Games. This week, the Hustlers face the combined might of Sony Award-winning DJs and Golden Rose of Montreux winning TV presenters, JK and Joel.
So you ready for what we've got planned for you?
I'm not exactly sure what it is, because I actually I love the show, and I try and do the proposition bets all the time.
We've got another 5 minutes left, and then we will join you to participate in whatever you've got. Fantastic.
We'll be waiting for you.
The Hustlers leave JK and Joel to finish off their show and arrange to meet them in the boardroom straight afterwards.
I want to sit next to you here, and here. And of course we need Jess. Jess?
Oh, where's Jess?
Oh, breakfast.
Hope everyone's hungry.
Starving.
Time for Paul to reveal their challenge.
So this is what you've got to do. It's a very simple challenge. You've got to get all the eggs into the glasses in one single move. But they must start 2 inches away from each one of the glasses. And you can build anything you want, but you're only allowed to use what's on the table.
And actually, to make it a little bit more interesting, I thought... Here
we go.
Interesting.
There's £40.
Right.
Double up.
Double?
Double up.
40 for each.
So the challenge is to get an egg into each glass in only one move, using anything on the table as a prop. The eggs must start at least 2 inches away from the glasses, and if one of them breaks, it's game over.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
All right. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, you try as well.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
The boys get straight to work. They think the solution lies with the paperclip elastic band combination.
Is that what your tops?
That one there goes your chance, mate.
I'm fascinated.
Do you want to talk us through like roughly where you're going, you're taking?
If you could,
Yeah, JK is putting the elastic bands around those with little hooks on, you see?
Yeah.
I'm going to make 4 little things and drop them at the same time.
JK and Joel have won Celebrity Weakest Link, so maybe the Hustlers have met their match.
Have you been beaten before?
Yeah, this could be the first.
Right, there you go. Right. If you give me this corner one.
I was not expecting this at all.
Not expecting to.
Right, dude, come back. No, it's not.
Oh, they're broken.
That one
They're clearly
is.
broken.
They're broken.
Yeah.
It was a valiant effort by JK and Joel, but with 2 eggs broken, they've lost the challenge. For Paul to show them how it's done, they'll have to put their hands in their pockets.
To make this kind of fair, we put £40 down.
Yeah.
10 each.
Yeah.
I don't like parting with money. There you go then.
We have got 4 glasses on the table.
Yep.
Bunch of paper clips. You'll be pleased to know that the paper clips play no part in this.
I knew that.
And we also have 4 £20 notes.
Told you.
It is, and those bands are used for that.
We're going to make little towers of these.
Oh,
Look at you.
You're going to place them on top of there, aren't you?
So we also need this. Anything on
Oh,
the
here we go.
table? There we go. Alright, there. Okay. And position these. Do you want to have a look at these, Alex? Make sure that one's okay.
Slightly back. Hey, now those are expensive egg cups.
Yes, they are.
At least 2 inches away.
Yeah, which it is.
Which it is.
Yeah. I am now intrigued how they're going to get in there. Are you going to do like some sort of tablecloth thing?
Well, you ever seen the Karate Kid Part 2?
Yes, yeah. Oh, what, the old...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Ready? 1, 2.
Paul's sensational karate chop means JK and Joel are the Hustlers' latest celebrity victims.
Great.
That's incredible.
Guys, would you do us a favour and sign these for us?
Yeah, we've been hustled.
Yeah, there you go.
That's incredible. There you go.
Hey guys, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Hi there, it's TRH Cleaning Services. We're here to pick up the keys for Jess James.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice to meet you, I'm Ian. Come on board. I run a business in Sierra Leone. But every now and then, I will take out a large sum of money, but I don't want to pay 50% tax on it. So I employ somebody, and you keep 20% as your fee. I'm looking to move 500k, which would leave you with 100k. There are legal fees. I take my legal fees, you guys do your legal fees. There might be a few £1,000s. How does that sound to you?
I'm very happy with it.
I feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And obviously, if we're going to see a lawyer, then I don't see any problems with it.
It's 5 hours since the Marks left businessman Alex and his glamorous fiancée Jess on their motor yacht. Almost time for their meeting with Alex's lawyer. And here he is, Paul. The hustlers have rented these offices and set them up to look like a lawyer's practice. Upstairs, Jess has transformed herself from Alex's glamorous fiancée into Paul's straight-laced secretary and is honing her Sudoku skills as she waits for the Marks to arrive. And here they come.
So APJ. Oh yeah, do you want to come straight on in?
Thank you.
The Marks are 5 minutes early, but the hustlers are ready.
Smart. The client's here. Do you want to send them in?
Yeah, please, right away. Hi there.
Hello.
How are you? Robert?
Paul, the dour lawyer, gets straight down to business.
As I understand it, you met Mr. Steele, you met Ian today?
Yeah, this morning.
He explained that this is basically a legal loophole that we used for him to move money out of the country that his business resides in. I do want to call Ian and just establish for sure that you're the people he spoke to today. He's in Paris right now, so that's fine. Okay. Let's see if he's... Hi Ian, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. I have with me the two people that you spoke to today, Cassandra and Jason.
Cassandra and Jason, that's right, yeah. I just want to make sure that they're both very happy.
They will be.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. And there he is.
Hi. How are you going?
Just made it proud. I can't see Cassandra, is she there?
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Okay, great.
Excusez-moi, Monsieur Steele?
Oui, d'accord. Merci.
Back to English, please, if you don't mind.
My secretary just come in. But if there's any questions, don't hesitate to call. I'm at the office.
Great, okay. I will call you when the transaction's completed. All right?
Thanks, Rob. Take care.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Seeing Alex in his Paris office has reinforced his status as an international businessman. But of course, Alex isn't really in Paris. He's in the room across the hall. Before the Marks arrived, he and Jess gave it a makeover. And Jess is not just playing Paul's secretary,
Excusez-moi, Monsieur Steele?
Ah oui, oui, d'accord.
but Alex's as well. Back in the London lawyer's office, Paul reiterates the terms of the deal.
That you're going to be given a cheque for £500,000 and you keep 20% of that amount and return the rest to Mr. Steele. That makes perfect sense.
That's how I explained it. And we've got our passports and things so you can see who we are. And
Can I look at those now? Do you mind if we take a photocopy of those? Great. All right, let me get copies of these and I'll get the paperwork.
So that everything appears above board, Paul takes their passports away to make copies.
Susie.
He swaps the passports for fake legal documents to present to the Marks.
It sounds fine. I was sitting here going, how could it be faked?
The deal almost sounds too good to be true, but the Marks can't find any reason to doubt that everything's genuine. Paul gives the phony legal contracts to the Marks for them to read. Jess returns their passports. And now for the moment the whole scam's been building up to. Paul's going to name the amount the Marks need to pay him for the deal to go ahead.
Today, in order to complete the transaction, you pay me for legal fees, which is what keeps all this above board, and that amount is 5,000, which you can pay half each if you want. It's entirely up to you.
It's crunch time for the Marks. They're being asked to hand over a whopping 5,000. Have the hustlers done enough to convince them they're for real? Alex has played the champagne-sipping international businessman, doing deals on his London yacht and his Paris office. Jess has been the glamorous fiancée who transformed herself into Paul's plain Jane assistant and then into Alex's French secretary. And completing the charade, Paul is the respectable lawyer with offices in central London. This is the moment of truth. If they have any suspicions, they'll keep their money and walk away.
Sure that's right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to be alright with that?
Yeah, I can make it alright.
Result. All the hustlers' hard work's paid off. The Marks agreed to pay Paul's extortionate legal fee. They signed the legal documents, which aren't worth the paper they're written on.
So I have here a cheque for £500,000. I will require from you the sum of £5,000.
And then write Paul a cheque for £5,000.
Great. Okay. Okay, and this is for you.
In exchange, he gives them a bogus one for $500,000.
All right, well, folks, thank you very much.
It's signed, sealed and delivered. The happy Marks head for the door, believing they've just earned themselves an easy £100,000.
Okay, I'll give Mr. Steele your regards.
Thank you very much.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
In actual fact, they've just lost an eye-watering 5,000.
This scam's called the 419 scam because that's the section of the penal code in Nigeria under which it's prosecuted. It is the most common scam in the world, and everybody who's ever had an email address has been targeted by the scam.
What you get is people being asked to pay an advance fee eventually, and they just get enticed by the opportunity for a really big payday. They lose all sense of reason, all sense of balance, and people who are normally very careful about risk just don't take the normal precautions, and before you know it, they've lost a great deal of money.
To find out more about The Real Hustle and to see exclusive web clips, visit the BBC Three website.
Don't forget you can catch up with any episode of The Real Hustle on iPlayer. Next tonight on BBC Three, comedy from Coming of Age.